Well, a local doctor issuing a strong warning on the deadly Ebola virus just days after government established a task force to tackle a potential outbreak in the Bahamas.
Well, Neurosurgeon Dr. Magnus Ekedede, who was born in Nigeria, told our news team this week that government officials should not ignore the increase of illegal migrants coming here if they want to properly protect our borders from the deadly virus. He spoke with our LeDaunne.
Prominent neurosurgeon Dr. Magnus Ekedede says his native homeland of Nigeria had a similar experience to the United States when a young man took a commercial flight to that country with symptoms of the Ebola virus. Ekedede says just under a week ago the Ebola virus was eradicated in Nigeria, but that the 180 million people living there have not dismissed the threat of what he terms a very aggressive virus.
Like in U.S., Duncan took a flight to U.S. Sawyer took a flight to Nigeria. His name is Sawyer, and collapsed at the airport. But be that may, Nigeria got lucky. He collapsed at the airport, so the contact was minimal. The doctors who saw him died. So at the end, about 48 people get contaminated or got sick. About 8 died.
So far, the United States has confirmed at least 3 cases of the Ebola virus. And while applauding the government in their preparedness efforts in establishing a task force and launching a nationwide training drive, Dr. Ekedede strongly believes those efforts should not end there.
The government and the doctors in the Bahamas, there's a big task force they set up. They are in training now. And I don't think we should settle on just that task force. We should always continue to innovate and ask questions and, be on our alert.
The neurologist of some 24 years says his biggest concern in the fight to prevent Ebola from entering the Bahamas is the potential for illegal migrants to bypass the checkpoints and the threat posed to defense and immigration officers.
Come to the sea, they're not coming to the hospitals first. The defense force will carry them first. Therefore, our defense force, we have to help them, get them the equipment, train them. Because for me, that's the part I'm afraid of. People haven't mentioned that too much. Because if you have a migrant that come, that's going to be a problem. But if people have to be honest about this thing.
While these concerns are fair, ZNS News understands the Royal Bahamas Defense Force has been in training and officers working in the high seas are being equipped to deal with anyone suspected of carrying the deadly disease.
However, if Ebola does make it to our shores, health officials say they are more than confident that the new critical care block here at the Princess Margaret Hospital will be more than capable of fighting this killer disease. LeDaunne, ZNS Network News.